Hello, this is Mrs. Politsky, and I have notes for Chapter 11, Section 3, Pacific South America today. So as we go along, make sure that you fill in the blanks, starting with number 1. The president of Ecuador angered the Ecuadorian people in the year 2000 when he fired the country's Supreme Court in order to replace the judges. As a result of this action, he was forced from power by the Ecuadorian people in Congress. And picture below is that leader. Number 2, Ecuador has 3 economic regions. The coastal lowlands has agriculture, industry, and Ecuador's largest city of Guayaquil. The Andean region, which is home to Ecuador's capital of Quito, but it is poor. And finally, the Amazon region, which is a region that is rich in oil deposits. Numbers 3 and 4. In Ecuador, the oil industry has brought jobs and revenue since oil is Ecuador's main export. But the economy suffers when oil prices drop, and the industry has potentially harmed the environment. Before becoming a democracy, the country of Bolivia was governed by military rule. Its government is divided between 2 capital cities, Sucre, which is the home to the country's Supreme Court, and La Paz, which is home to the government's Congress. Numbers 5 through 8. La Paz, Bolivia, is the highest capital city in the world at an elevation of roughly 12,000 feet. Bolivia ranks economically as the poorest nation in South America due to political unrest and a weak Bolivian government. Number 7, nearly 1/3 of all Peruvians live in Lima, or the nearby port city of Callao. Housing in central Lima, Peru, is dominated by high-rise apartments and private houses, some dating back to the colonial era. Numbers 9 and 10. Peruvians who settled in Youngtown faced poverty. Homes were built with substandard materials, and they lack the services such as running water and electricity. The Shining Path was an anti-government terrorist group active during the 1980s and 1990s. Some 70,000 people died in violence between the Shining Path and government forces. And that all took place in the country of Peru. A sudden overthrow of government by a small group of people is called a coup, or coup d'etat. The United States supported a coup in the 1970s to remove a leader who supported communism in Chile. Today, Chile is a democracy. 1/3 of all Chileans live in central Chile, which would include the area near Santiago, which is the capital city, which is pictured below. Numbers 13 through 15, to wrap up. Chile's economic prospects look good because small businesses and factories are growing, and more Chileans are finding work, and wages are rising. Grapes grow well in the Mediterranean climate near central Chile, and copper mining accounts for more than 1/3 of Chile's exports. Thank you for listening.